Hello, and welcome to What is Crypto. I'm Matt, and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Casper, ticker signal KAS. In the video, I'm going to be talking to you about where I see Casper at the moment, what we have coming up to be pretty damn excited about, and where I think Casper could be going in the future. So if any of that sounds like it could be for you, then stick around to the end of the video, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and join my free Discord. I'll leave a link in the description, scroll down, click the link, and I'll see you there. Cheers, legends. Let's get into it. Alrighty, as always, we're going to start by talking a little bit about Bitcoin. If you're new, Bitcoin's super important to follow. Even if you don't own any Bitcoin, Bitcoin moves the market. When Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up. When Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down by a factor greater than that of Bitcoin. So it's really important to track Bitcoin's moves, and by tracking Bitcoin's moves, it can give you a pretty decent indication of what altcoins are going to do. So anyway, we've been ranging now since November, with our range lows being around 90,000 and our range highs being around that 105, 106,000, with a few wicks above that. Now mid-range is coming down to around 99,000, and while I wouldn't be surprised if we did wick down to that, I do think overall we're going to be trending up. That being said, we are at the top of a range, so until we break above this retest and continue on up, I do think it's best to be cautious when entering new positions. Alrighty, that is Bitcoin. Now let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. Alright, so this chart's Bitcoin dominance. In essence, when this chart is going down and Bitcoin dominance is going down, that means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance is going up, that means that Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. So for an altcoin season, what you want to see is a sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance. Now, looking at these yellow vertical lines, which indicate the Bitcoin halvings, you can see that roughly 8 months or so after a Bitcoin halving, usually there is a sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance. Now, what are we seeing in Bitcoin dominance? Well, Bitcoin dominance has been going up since October 2022, and we have been in this upward channel now for over a year. So what we want to see is a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance, and when that happens, our altcoins are going to start going absolutely parabolic. All right, that's Bitcoin dominance. Now let's get into why we're here, and that is Casper. So as you can see, Casper has been ranging now for 440 days. So fairly uninteresting price action for Casper if you did buy any time from late 2023 onwards. If you've been holding all this time, I'm sure it's been incredibly frustrating for you. I do feel some of those frustrations. However, I do think we have a huge amount of things to be excited about coming up. So, first of all, rumored to get a Binance listing. Now, this is just speculation at this stage, but Binance has been dropping a couple of different hints which could indicate that they are going to have a spot listing for Casper. Now, Binance already has Casper tradable on their futures. However, a spot listing would be significantly more important. And as retail comes in and largely trades spot, a spot listing has a much greater impact on price. So spot listing likely coming up for Casper over the next few months. That is speculation. However, there are a lot of things indicating that that might be the case. Also, Donald Trump just indicated that he would be accepting payments in Casper, which is huge and helps to further give credibility to Casper as a payment solution. Now, initially, Bitcoin was meant to be that kind of peer-to-peer payment solution. However, largely Bitcoin is now seen as that digital gold, a store of value. One of the main use cases for Casper, and what got me really excited about Casper to begin with, was being that peer-to-peer payment that Bitcoin set out to be. So really bullish for me that Trump is accepting payments in Casper, and it does help to get Casper out to the masses, and also helps to further give credibility to it being used as a payment solution. You can check out founder Jonathan Sompolinski's Twitter, where he states that Trump's campaign agreed to receive fat donations in KAS. So if you're not familiar with Jonathan Sompolinski, founder of Casper and creator of the Ghost Egg protocol, if you're not familiar with the Ghost Egg protocol,
this ghost algorithm that was invented by Jonathan Sompolinski in 2013 to a proof of stake context. And the main goal of LMD Ghost is to be able to handle network latency, be able to handle fast messages, and be able to kind of help rapidly confirm blocks.
So that is Ethereum's founder, Vitalik Buterin. Now he's talking about Jonathan Sompolinski and how they'd adapted kind of his Ghost protocol. So this video has been doing the rounds for ages. Now it's nothing new, but if you are new to Casper, it is just further confirmation that some of the most important people in the space highly respect Jonathan Sompolinski and his work. work. Now, this Ghost protocol is a little bit of a solve for Bitcoin's issues. The blockchain trilemma is decentralization, scalability, and security. So Bitcoin is decentralized and secure, however, it is not scalable. It is quite slow and clunky. Now, Casper seeks to solve that and arguably does solve that. And with its new update to 10 blocks per second, hopefully the world will get further proof of Casper's solve of that blockchain trilemma. So back to the price action though, 440 days in this range, what we've seen is every time we get down towards range lows, we do usually pump up towards range highs. Now, we didn't quite get down to range lows. However, we still did get sub 11 cents. Now, sub 11 cents for me is a pretty key level, as well as every time we have gone sub 11 cents, we have ripped straight back up towards that 18-cent mark. Now, what we want to see for Casper is that price growth back towards the top of the range before we break out. Now, once Casper does break out, I think it's going to be absolutely parabolic price growth. As you can see on a lot of different coins, when you have a range for a long period of time, the breakout is parabolic. So this range was 321 days, big breakout. This range was 96 days, big breakout. Now, it's not just the case with Ethereum, it's also been the case with a lot of other different altcoins. If you want to have a look at Chainlink, we had a massive range back here, so 527 days. When we break out of a long range, huge price growth. Another range here for almost 100 days, and absolutely parabolic price growth up. So what does that say? Well, it states that when we do range for such a long period of time, when we eventually do break out of that price range, the growth is parabolic. So what we want to see is pushing towards range highs. Any time to accumulate really below 15 cents, I think, is a decent time to stack if your view is long term. Closer you can get towards that 10-cent mark, the better. However, I do think entries here in a couple of months will be seen as really, really good entries. So yeah, personally, I am adding to my Casper bags here. It is one of my most bullish plays, and it's one of the plays that I have such confidence holding long term. Now, although Casper hasn't absolutely crushed it lately, it also hasn't lost a massive amount of its value. A lot of other altcoins might be down 60, 70%, and Casper is still chopping around in this range. So overall, long term, super bullish for Casper, and I do think that once we break out, my next target is around 40 cents. Now, I won't be shaving off much there, might be shaving off a little. However, I do think Casper is going to at least 80 cents, likely pushing up into the $1 to $2 range. Some people think it's going to go a lot higher than that, and it absolutely could, depending on how crazy a bull run we get. But yeah, Casper for me, definitely one of the easiest picks to hold with confidence for this cycle. I think it's likely going to still net you a 10x from here, which would put it at $1.30. And a 10x is by no means anything to be sneezed at. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're bullish Casper. Let me know how long you've been holding Casper for, and let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover in Casper's future. Also, don't forget to join my Discord, 100% free to join, but it won't always be that way. Thank you so much for watching, legends. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.